Welcome to Consider This, Consider That. This is Brother Caleb, and glad to have you with us. Apologize for some of the confusion there. We are working on trying to get Instagram up and going, and I want to turn my timer on real quick, and that way I can keep track of where I'm supposed to be at. All right. Well, here it is, Monday. And it is April the 8th, Monday, April the 8th. And I don't know about you, if you saw the eclipse or not, a partial eclipse. If you went out and watched it, I was told that some students over at the school that Corbin is attending went out and watched the eclipse. I'll be honest, I forgot about the eclipse today. And so I was in working and studying and things. And it was getting dark, and I didn't even notice it. And I thought, are my eyes going bad? I mean, I actually, I actually thought maybe I wasn't seeing things right or something. And so I thought, that is weird. So I started messing with my glasses, wiping them off. I thought, well, no. I could, it's the same. Maybe, that's weird. So I walked outside. It was still darker. And I looked up in the sky and there was no clouds. I thought, I must be going blind or something. Well, I wasn't. It was a eclipse. So I hope you didn't feel like you were going crazy or anything like that, but I did for a moment, and it has been confirmed. I'm crazy. So anyway, what a wonderful day, and then been enjoying with the kids. They have a basketball goal that got set up. They've been out playing basketball today, and they've been out riding their bicycles with some flat tires and all that. So you know how that is. My youngest one was up in the tree, climbing a tree. So I hope that you've had a wonderful day as well. I don't know if you've climbed trees, but if you have, I hope you were safe while you're doing it. Anyway, here we are with Consider This, Consider That on the Monday edition. We're talking about making right choices. Choices is the big thing, and we make so many choices in a day. We couldn't number how many choices that we make. And Joshua 24 verses 14 and 15 is kind of what we've been talking about over the past while, and basis of making choices. And we're going through the word choose, C-H-O-O-S-E, and finding good biblical solid choices that we can do, that we can make in order to have a blessed life. And that's what people are looking for. We want to have a happy, a blessed life, and I want us to have that. I know I want that. I know you desire that. And so we're looking at the right choices to make. Joshua said that you need to choose who you're going to serve. Choose you this day whom you will serve, whether you're going to serve the gods over the flood, and that is the gods in the false gods, or whether you're going to serve the one true God. He said, as for me and my house, we are going to serve serve the Lord. He said, but you have got to choose you this day. So we would talk about making good choices. And last week we talked about choosing humility, and that was a good topic. This week, sticking with H this whole month, another H that we should choose. And this is a very important one that we struggle with, especially during this time of year. We have a hard time with believing a lot of people, especially those that may be, we call them politicians, and sometimes lawyers, different things like that. I'm not trying to be mean to them. I just know that's the reputation. Sometimes even preachers, you have a hard time. The fact is, people have a hard time trusting anybody today. And so honesty is the best, one of the best things that we can choose to have God's blessing. So I want us to consider this for just a moment, that honesty is something we commanded that we don't have to choose. Well, you still have to choose whether you're going to obey that command or not. And so I would encourage us, let's choose to obey that command, to be honest. See, in Exodus chapter number 20, verse number 16 in the Ten Commandments, it says, thou shalt not bear false witness against thy neighbor. What is bearing false witness? That is telling a lie. And we're told not to bear false witness. We're not to lie about things about our neighbor. So we are to be truthful. Also, Psalm chapter 34, verse number 13 says, keep thy tongue from evil and thy lips from speaking guile. And so we're to control what we say. Honesty has to do with our tongue, and we could say a lot about our tongue. We could say a lot about what we say, and even how we say it, and the way it comes across, and all these different things. But honesty is so important, being honest with people. And let me be very clear when I say being honest. I'm not saying being hurtful, right? in a way that would, well, you just don't know what you're talking about. You just, boy, that sure does make you look ugly. Those things that we want to tell people sometimes, or that, well, I'm just upset at them. I'll just tell them exactly how I feel and just be honest about it. Well, that's not the right attitude, because with honesty comes, you need to speak with the right attitude as well. And so I think that's important. We're going to look at a couple of verses here in a moment about that. But here's a word of warning about what we speak, because honesty has to do with our words. And it is commanded that we be honest. And yet, it is important that Jesus himself gives us a warning about the words we speak. Matthew chapter 12, verses 33 through 37 says, either make the tree good and his fruit good, or else make the tree corrupt and his fruit corrupt. For the tree is known by his fruit. O generation of vipers, Jesus says, how can ye, being evil, speak good things? For out of the abundance of the heart the mouth speaketh. A good man out of the good treasure of the heart bringeth forth good things. That is, that he's going to speak nice things. He'll speak honest things in a right way, good things, right? And an evil man out of the evil treasure bringeth forth evil things. But I say unto you that every idle word that men shall speak. Now think about that. Every idle word. If every idle word that we speak is going to be judged, we're going to have to give an account for. Think about all the words. Every word we say, we're going to be held accountable for. Every lie, every truth, every half lie, every half truth. We're going to talk about that a little bit later this week. That every idle word that men shall speak, they shall give account thereof in the day of judgment. For by thy words thou shalt be justified, and by thy words thou shalt be condemned. Boy, think about that. What do our words say about us? What do our words, when we speak, what do they say about us? And that is important. What we say, is we will give an account for those things. So choosing honesty this week is important. Now, like I said earlier, choosing honesty just to be, well, I'm going to tell them what I think. I'm going to be all honest. I'll tell you what, I know better than this and that. And here's the truth. And I'm just going to be, and you shoot people down with that. Ephesians chapter 4, verse 15. Before I say that, let me just say what we were talking about earlier. The Bible is telling us that a person who speaks lie, if you look at that, out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaketh. A person who speaks lies has deceit in his or her heart, while the person who speaks honestly in a loving way has wisdom in his or her heart. Ephesians chapter 4, verse 15 says, but speaking the truth in love may grow up into him, speaking of Jesus Christ, in all things, which is the head, even Christ. So you have a heart of wisdom whenever you speak truth in love. And Proverbs 25, verses 11 and 12 says, a word fitly spoken. That is, saying the right words at the right time. Timing is key for everything. A word fitly spoken is like apples of gold in pictures of silver. It's a beautiful thing. It's not going to cause the harm and the hurt of people, but we're going to speak the truth in love. We're going to say the right thing at the right time with the right attitude. As an earring of gold and an ornament of fine gold, so is a wise reprover upon an obedient ear. This week, as we're making choices, as we're thinking about things that we need to do, and we are looking at the choices that we need to make, I would encourage all of us this week to choose honesty. Choose honesty this week. It is the best, and it will give you blessings. Choose honesty with the right words, at the right time, with the right motive, and with the right tone and the right attitude. And it will be a blessing this week. So, among all of our choosing, let's choose honesty. Just take a moment and consider that. God bless.